Good morning, everyone. We're continuing to recognize our Viewers' Choice winners. We're going to start here. It is nice to know the face behind the teller window at the bank, and also the loan officer and the president of the bank, too. Bank of Vernon is winner of the Best Local Bank in the WCBI Viewers' Choice Awards, and Andy Johnson from Bank of Vernon is here. Good to have you here, Andy.
Thank you. Glad to be here again.
Congratulations. You know, being a hometown community bank has its advantages. You know all of your customers, don't you?
We do. We like to think we're a relationship driven bank, and we want to know our customers to know how we can better serve them and help our community.
You are a third generation banker. It's a family business. So talk about growing up in this business and then deciding that this is in fact what I want to do. I've seen my family, you know, help other families all these years.
Right. That was a fun time growing up. Sometimes, you know, you might miss a vacation or a trip if the bank examiners come, but overall it's been a great situation for me and our family, and I knew that I wanted to be able to help people, and you know, after college, I found that there was no better way to do that than to come back and work in the bank.
At home.
That's right.
As a matter of fact.
That's right.
Like every other business, every other entity, technology is evolving and things are changing. So I know you've seen a lot over the last, you know, 25, 30 years change. One of the biggest changes I see in terms of banking is that for the younger generation, they just don't do things the way we did when we were younger. They don't have checking accounts, or they may have a checking account, but they don't have checkbooks. Some of them don't even know how to write checks. So how do you move with the times?
Well, we encourage our customers to come into the bank, and we usually get a chance to talk with them when they come open an account. A lot of people don't come back and they want to use the mobile online banking services, but we actually developed a free financial literacy tool we call Prosper, and you can find it at bankofvernon.bank. And any age, any education level can get started with short modules that can teach you how to balance your checkbook, maybe write a business plan, or save for a home loan one day. So.
That's a course I think that needs to be like in
That's
high
right.
schools,
yeah,
like to learn how to do those things.
It's free, it's available, and we encourage all schools to use it with their students.
Okay, so you don't have to be a customer of the bank to get access to this.
No, just go to our website, bankofvernon.bank, and look for the Prosper tag at the top of the first page, and you can use it for free. Share it with everybody.
I love that. Bankofvernon.bank. I'll probably go on myself. I have a 13-year-old.
Good.
So when do you think it's time to start exposing children or young people to learning how to manage money and take care of their finances?
I think for a lot of people it's good at an early age, 8, 10, 12 years old. You want to talk to your children about money, so it's not a taboo subject. But you know, having a savings account as a child is a great thing. Save your piggy bank, fill it up, bring it into the coin machine, and then open a savings account and learn how to save money. And you know, maybe you have a goal if you want to buy something, well you can learn how to save enough and then use it responsibly.
You used the word relationship early on in this conversation, and it takes a good relationship, a trusting relationship, because talking about your finances is really one of the most sensitive and personal things that you sit down and talk to someone about. So building those close relationships with your customers is important, isn't it?
It is. We think that we can serve our community better when we know who we're dealing with, and we want to be an open door to all the people, whether you're a consumer or a small business owner. We can help you better when we know who you are. And sometimes things may pop up on the last minute, and if you know your loan officer or your new accounts person, you could call them a lot. Most people have our cell numbers, and they can call us on the weekends, and we can help them work through something, so when Monday rolls around, we can take care of it.
Growing up, when I used to go to the bank through the drive-through with my grandmother, I always knew that the teller was going to give me a lollipop. So that's all. Are you giving lollipops still at the window? Lately,
we've had Dum Dum suckers
Love
and
those.
Even dog treats. We like to see the puppy dogs at the window.
Fantastic. So. That'll keep you really in good tune with your customers.
That's right.
Again, congratulations to you. Great
Sure.
to see you.
Yeah, thank you. And again, we'd like to thank our customers and our employees who made this possible.
Absolutely. All right, stay with us. More winners, Viewers' Choice winners, when we come back. All right, we're back, everyone. It can make the biggest difference if you are remodeling your house or if you are building a new home. There are so many options of flooring. Cindy Morgan is the Johnson Carpet Center winner of the Viewer's Choice for Best Flooring and Carpet Store. Cindy, great to have you here with us.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you and the great work y'all are doing.
Thank you.
You've been with Johnson Carpet Center, you told me, 45 years.
Yes.
You've seen a lot of changes over
Yes,
that time.
tremendous amount of changes. True.
Let's talk about trends, those changes, first of all. There was a time, probably 80s, 90s, 70s, everybody wanted carpet throughout their home.
Everybody did
So
carpet.
what does everybody want now?
Basically, most people are looking for something that's easy maintenance, low maintenance for them, their children, their animals. We go more towards hard surface floors today than we do carpeting. But a lot of people still want carpet because they want that comfort getting out of the bed in the morning and stepping on something soft and warm.
In terms of like hardwood, what are the color trends that you're seeing? At one time, it was all dark wood everybody wanted.
Everybody went dark for a long time, but we have encouraged people not to go too dark these days simply because of the maintenance that's required on a really dark floor.
You want to keep that shine.
Well, and there's not a lot of sheen on floors anymore. Everything is very matte finish or satin finish to keep that sheen. It's just not as appealing as it used to be as far as the glossy finish. For the last 10 years, we've seen a great use of gray flooring. Right now, we're seeing more of a use towards a natural colored floor, very blonde and almost an unfinished type look.
I was in a house over the weekend that had that look. I thought it looked great, really. So if I am remodeling, for instance, you know, a portion of the home, say my great room or living room or whatever, and I come in, how can I help you help me? Do I need to have plans for you to see? Do I need to bring pictures of what's already there so you can help me make a good decision?
Well, if it's a new construction, most people do bring their house plans in. A lot of people will just bring it in and say, we have no idea what we want, please advise. A lot of people will do one floor all the way through, front door to back door. Some people do want to use different things. They'll use a hard surface like a porcelain tile or a marble, something like that, in bathrooms and formal areas. And then they'll use the vinyl plank or the hardwood floor all the way through.
So they'll get different flooring for different parts of the house.
Yes.
What do you recommend people do for bathrooms, for instance? I have some cousins who recently remodeled their bathroom. They did heated floors, which I think is kind of cool.
Well, it is very cool. But it's a little costly for some, but we still have people that want to do it because they want to have something warm underneath their feet. But the vinyl plank flooring that we're selling a lot of right now is a waterproof type floor, so it's very consumer friendly as far as bathrooms are concerned. We still do a lot of porcelain tile in bathrooms. We'll coordinate the bathroom floors with the shower wall tile so that it's all one type of material. It's just whatever the customer really wants, to be honest.
When we were in the process of building, we had a little bit of not an argument, a disagreement over whether we should do hardwood in the kitchen. Because, you know, what if there's a leak in the kitchen, or, you know, are my floors going to be ruined?
They would be. Usually if people want wood in their kitchen, we don't discourage it because it's easy maintenance, it's easy to take care of. If you have a water leak, water's going to end up traveling and possibly get into another area anyway. So it's not really that big of an issue. We do a lot of hardwood floors in kitchens just because people have the open floor plans and they want to use one floor consistently all the way through.
When you think about the culture of your business, the way you treat your customers, what's the word that comes to mind for you that has kept you in business for this long?
I just think it's customer service. It's making sure that we take care of the customer's needs. We find out what they want. We do everything we can to achieve that for them.
So that they love it when it's all finished.
So that they love it when it's done. That's exactly
right.
right.
Well, I think you're doing a great job at it. That's why
you.
you've gotten the award. Congratulations.
Thank you. We appreciate it, and we thank all of our customers for coming to us.
All right. Great to see you.
You too.
All right. Stay with us when we come back. More Viewers' Choice winners. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Cosmetic Reconstructive. This is just part of the work done by the team at the Griffin Center for Cosmetic Surgery, winner of the Viewer's Choice for Best Plastic Surgery Clinic. Dr. John Griffin has been in practice for more than 20 years. In addition to taking care of his patients, Dr. Griffin is an author and educator, training medical students in facial and reconstructive surgery. This morning, he is here. Also, Brittany Griffin is here. Both of you, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations on this great honor. More than 20 years in business, Dr. Griffin.
That's right.
Talk about the changes you've seen over those past 20 years.
Would be technology. It's been a tremendous change. Procedures that we used to make big incisions to do, we now do it endoscopically through tiny little incisions, like a forehead lift. We used to make an incision across the top of the head.
wow.
Now, it's just 5 tiny little incisions, and we do the surgery watching the TV monitor.
And also, most of these procedures now don't require you to be in the hospital 2 or
Right.
3 days, right?
Right, right.
So talk about other surgical procedures that you perform.
Basically, any type of cosmetic or reconstructive procedure for the face. We perform facelifts, upper and lower eyelid procedures, rhinoplasties, like I just was talking to you earlier, just finished one this morning. We do isolated neck lifts and reconstructive surgery, birth deformities, growth deformities, and those types of things.
Otoplasties also. That's ear corrective surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
So,
big
and some
one,
of
yeah.
these are for aesthetic reasons, obviously, but some of these are just to improve the quality of life, as those you mentioned, for people who were born with birth defects.
Oh yeah, just like Brittany just mentioned, the biggest one that causes a stigma is the otoplasty, the big ears. And so many parents are the last ones to find out that it's really bothering their child.
Yeah.
And that is an amazing, wonderful, heartfelt procedure.
And it's life-changing for those
It's
patients.
life-changing, and it's just one that we absolutely love to do.
Brittany, there are also a number of non-surgical procedures that you perform.
Yes, such as neurotoxins, there's Botox, Juvo, Xeomin, Daxxify. There's so many different things out there. But that basically paralyzes the muscle to keep you from creating deeper wrinkles and things as such.
I think a lot of people are familiar with Botox and what it does. So if you get a Botox injection, how long does it last? Like, what is the maintenance of it, I guess, is what
Typically
I'm asking.
90 days,
Okay.
3 months. There's newer ones on the market, such as Juvo and the Daxxify. They're supposed to last like 6 months. It's dependent on the patient and their metabolism as to how long it's going to last, but it's usually 3 to 6 months.
I asked you about changes. First of all, you talked about technology, but also what has changed, I think, about plastic surgery is that there used to be really a stigma of surrounding having a plastic surgery procedure, but now I don't think that exists anymore. Is that what you're finding?
Absolutely, that's what we're finding. And people used to sneak in the office and sneak out, and we had to make sure that a facelift patient wasn't there at the same time. But that's totally changed. And I think Brittany hit the nail right on the head when she said,
People
earlier,
have changed.
People have changed,
Yeah.
right?
nothing's private anymore.
This comes up a lot when I'm talking to people, and I think social media is one of the reasons that, people are aiming for a certain look, and they see people obtaining that look through procedures maybe in other parts of the country, or, just people that they look up to, and they go, well, if she can do it, or he can do it, so can I.
So can I?
Why can't, if I've got the money and the time, I can do it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about what the culture of your business, which is what I try to ask everyone that's come through here, that makes it so successful in staying in business as long as you do.
We care. Our patients are number one, and we do anything and everything we can to take care of the patient and make it a personal experience and to satisfy their needs and their concerns and anxieties.
I love what your logo says. You can help us age backwards, can't you?
We're going to do our best to try.
All right, fantastic. Well, again, congratulations to you. A lot of beautiful people walking around here because of you.
Thank you.
That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Thank you. It does indeed.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much. When we come back, more Viewers' Choice winners. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, everybody. It is the foundation for a child's education and sets the tone for classrooms and learning to come. Columbus Christian Academy is the winner of Best Preschool in the Viewers' Choice Awards. Tiffany Cooper and Gail Fossner are both K-4 teachers, and they are here with us this morning. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
Talk about aging backwards. We went way back, didn't we, for our cosmetic people. We're down to K-4 students. Let's talk about this very early stage of learning and the foundation that it sets for students.
I think making it fun, that's the biggest thing. They're 4, they're still very little friends. You have to make it a very fun, loving environment. You don't just sit at a desk all day, you make it fun for them. And they don't even know that they're learning, most of the time through games and such.
Ms. Gail, when you think about your students and teaching them, you talk about you know, making it fun, but you are preparing them for that next step when it may be a little more regimented when they get to kindergarten. So how do you kind of strike that balance?
Well, we have a schedule that we go by every day, and they know if you're absent, they can tell the substitute what's next. Miss Gail does not do it that way.
They do,
and,
don't
and
they?
they love doing that. But you know, I think and we always start our day with Bible, and they love that. And you know, it's like Tiffany said, we act out the lessons. We, you know, and keep, even though you've got a schedule routine, sometimes you have to do things differently some days. Fours are wonderful. They soak it up.
What are the milestones that they should have reached by the time they're ready for K4? Because some of your K4s have been with you, haven't they, since infant? Do you do infants at the preschool? Okay, not
3.
infant. 3, okay. So what are the milestones that you hope that they've reached by the time they get to you?
Some of the milestones, just letter recognition as they come in, not necessarily the whole alphabet, but some of the letters. You know, we reinforce that daily. So by the time they finish with us, they'll have all of their letter recognition and their sounds. Basically, being a good friend. That's a big thing at that age.
Those social skills,
yes, social is a big thing at 4.
At 4 years old, too, you're still trying to decide if you're a baby or a big girl or a big boy. So you do a lot of, I guess, coddling, too, in terms of, you know, helping to care for them, right?
Yes, you have
Yes.
to.
I can tell you do, Miss Gail.
Well, we learned this word at the beginning. We're going to be big students this year,
That makes a big
because when they
difference.
come from K3, they're moving over into being a big student now.
Okay.
So
And they take that role seriously?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It's a
Oh,
big
yes,
thing.
they're
We have to
big
teach those
students.
3-year-olds how to do right.
Yes, yes.
So it's a big thing.
Sometimes they teach the K5s and the 6th graders how to walk right
wow.
down tall.
Oh, wow. Great. Now, do you all do uniforms there?
We do.
Okay, so that's really another part of the discipline, don't you think?
Yes, I love having the uniforms. It makes it so easy. So.
And so if there are parents out there who are ready to enroll their children for the next school year, what is the time that they need to start getting those applications in and making the phone calls to you all?
Really, as soon, especially the younger grades, as soon as it opens up for the public for enrollment, because
Okay.
those classes fill up. We're a small setting, so those classes do fill up fast.
Okay. And again, having those alphabet skills, numbers and colors, those things are the things that you'll work on. By the time you graduate, say again?
Potty training.
Potty training, yes, that's a big
parents'
thing.
potty training. Yes, that's important, isn't it? Okay.
It is.
By the time they leave in this last few seconds here, what can parents expect? Once they leave K4, what are they ready for?
They're ready for kindergarten. By
They're
the time when
ready.
they leave K4, they're ready for kindergarten. They know how to say their letters. They know their sounds. They know how to sit and to listen, you know. And like I said earlier, to be kind friend and, you know,
Cooperate with each other
Yes.
and
Follow rules.
Follow directions. 2 directions. So they're ready. They're ready.
Well, I love the emphasis on character and being good people. All the other things are going to come, but thank you both for what you do, and congratulations again to you.
all right, thank you.
Potty train them parents. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Welcome back. Family and friends are remembering Ethan Chapin. Through his smile and his love for flowers, Lilia Luciano brings us that story.
This yellow one.
Oh my gosh, yeah, wow, look at that.
As they stroll through this tulip farm in northern Washington state, Stacy and Jim Chapin remember their son, Ethan, one of 4 University of Idaho students murdered almost 6 months ago.
Everybody just wanted to be around him.
He touched more lives in his 20 years than most people maybe touch in a lifetime. He was kind, he was inclusive, everybody was welcome.
That welcoming presence led to lifelong friendships at Tulip Valley Farms, where he worked along with his brother and sister, Hunter and Maisie.
I think they parked cars and took out trash and sold tulips.
His friends decided to honor Ethan's memory by creating a tulip mix in his name. They called it Ethan's Smile.
Well, Ethan just had a great smile. I mean, he smiled all the time, you know, and kids loved it.
And they said the colors had to be white and yellow.
The white reminds us of his teeth and the smile, and the yellow is bright and cheery and means friendship.
Soon, the Chapins say it seemed many, touched by Ethan's story, wanted Ethan's smile.
Have a good day.
Sweet. The tulips just became this tangible thing that literally the nation kind of grabbed onto. And so we've gone from there and created a foundation.
The Ethan Smile Foundation is now raising money for college scholarships for students in Washington's Skagit Valley through sales of Ethan's namesake tulips, bulbs, and other merchandise.
I think there's been over 83,000 bulbs sold. I think there's been over 1,300 sweatshirts sold.
It's good to see you.
The Chapins say the support they're getting for Ethan's smile is helping them cope with the pain of never seeing their son's smile again.
Well, I mean, it's my honest answer is you wish you had it back. I don't know. Now I'm crying. It was an amazing 20 years we had with him.
Lilia Luciano, CBS News.
And that is all of our time. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.